Am I the a-hole for forcing my husband to choose between me and his mother? Okay, so this one has multiple updates, and I'm a little bit nervous. I, 31 female, and my fiance, 36 male, are set to get married in July this year. We met through a mutual friend earlier years ago, and our relationship progressed. He's literally the perfect guy, but the problem is his mother, Katie, fake name. Katie's been critical of me from day one. She often tells my husband that he could do better, and I'm just an uneducated slum. Whoa, I could usually disregard her, but when he proposed, she went to a whole new level. The main incident occurred when we went to visit her a few days ago to announce our engagement. My future husband excitedly showed her the ring, but she just grimaced. She looked at him, and I repeat, said, "Are you really gonna marry that R-word gold digger?" Oh my God. My husband laughed nervously and we left quickly after. His mum said that about you and all he did was laugh. A little context, I have high functioning autism. It doesn't affect me too much on a daily basis, but I do have trouble interpreting emotion. After we got home, I sobbed and I asked my husband to tell his mum that this needs to stop. He didn't say much, just that he loves me and he'll get better, but he can't say anything to his mum. Wow, this is terrible. When I pushed him for answers, he said that he can't do anything about it and left. His sister sent me a text later telling me that I can't make him choose between me and his mother. I'm so confused because I literally didn't even ask him to do that. Is there something I'm missing? Not only did your fiance not stand up for you, but your fiance did like a nervous laugh. That's terrible. Yeah, like this comment says, he's your R-word. Run. Run away from this guy. Update. Hey y'all, thank you for your replies. Sorry I didn't respond to any comments. I'm in a really dark place right now. My fiance came home the next morning, 2 days ago, and started acting like everything was normal. He didn't even mention the fight that we had. Finally that night I sat him down and I asked him why he was acting normally. He responded that it was a minor fight and we shouldn't dwell on it. This made me mad because it was a big deal for me, and that fight made me question our relationship. I told him this and he scoffed. In that moment I looked at him and I asked him, is it really not a big deal that your mother called me an R-word gold digger? He just scoffed again and said something about her getting older and not knowing what that meant. Get rid of him. Oh my God. I was done at that point. His mother's 63 years old and acts the same way that she did when I met her years ago. I packed a bag, I called my friend to pick me up, and I left. I've been staying at her place since. Not sure where my life is headed now. Yeah, like this comment says, seems to me that your life is moving in a better direction, away from your mama's boy who clearly doesn't respect you and will never stand up for you. Yeah, 100%. How sad. And this comment too, you'll always be a third wheel in your own relationship. Clearly cares more about his mummy than you. Yeah. Second update. Hey everybody, thank you for your support. I'm so tired of everything right now. Here is a final update, I hope. As some of you may have seen, my fiance posted an Am I the A-hole post earlier today. Wow. I haven't seen him since our last fight. He was pretty much getting destroyed in the comments. So that made me feel a little better. Here's a link to the post. We need to read this. It says, am I the a-hole for choosing my mum over my fiance? Hey Reddit, yesterday my friend sent me a post on this subreddit that was made by my fiance. She totally makes me look like a villain. So I just have to say my side. We've been dating for a while now and it's been great aside from the past few days. My mother, 63 female, is a single mother that raised me and my sister alone. She has always been the most supportive mother ever and I love her to the end of the world. She's getting on in her years now and is not the same person that she was. She's always been a little bit overprotective of me and so she has never fully accepted my fiance. I didn't think it was that big of a deal since she doesn't say anything directly to my fiance. Then last weekend when we were announcing our engagement at her house, my mum wasn't too thrilled and I admit made a rude remark regarding my fiance's autism. We left quickly after and I comforted my fiance for over an hour. I ordered her takeout, I made a bath for her and put on a movie. I explained to her that my mum is getting older and doesn't have full control of what she says. That's a load of crap, dude. My fiance kept on pushing and I eventually snapped and told her I can't do anything about it. I'm not sure my fiance understands because she doesn't have a close bond with her mum. I stayed at my mum's house and went back in the morning. Long argument short, my fiance started blowing the comments that my mother made played way out of proportion, not even bothering to mention her age. Dude, her age is irrelevant. Like I said, my mum is old. She's not that old. Now she doesn't understand this fully. Bro, she's 63. I wouldn't even call somebody in their 60s old. She left and I haven't seen her since. Her friend contacted me and said I'm the a-hole for choosing my mum over her. I'm not choosing my mum over her though, and we're still getting married, so am I the a-hole? What? The top comment says, age is not an excuse to be a crappy person. After 63 years, your mother doesn't have the self-control to keep rude comments to herself? You absolutely could have done something. You chose to not defend your fiance because you're too busy hanging on mum's teat. You the a-hole and your fiance dodged a nuke. Yeah, there was nothing I could do. What do you mean? The mum's old in capital letters, so she doesn't know what she's saying. Bro, she's in her early 60s. She's 100% not old, and I'm pretty sure she knows what she's saying. That's ridiculous. Okay, so back to OP's post. So anyway, after he posted this, he calls me and like an idiot, I pick up. And let me tell you, this man did not sound stable. First, he was crying, begging for me to get back with him, and then he was screaming to me to get the F back here. It was heartbreaking to hear the man I thought I was going to marry sound so psycho. I recorded the call just in case I needed evidence, and then I hung up and I blocked him everywhere. About an hour later, he shows up to my friend's house acting crazy and saying some things that I can't repeat here. I called the police, and after they took him away, I left to stay at a hotel. My friend has been really supportive, but I can't put her in danger. I hope this is the final update, but if anything else happens, is there a different sub that I can post in? I feel like I'm deviating from am I the a-hole. Sorry if this isn't edited properly, I can't with life today. Again, thank you for all of your support. It truly means more to me than I can ever say. I feel so sorry for OP. Yeah, this comment. I'm really sorry that you're going through this. Stay strong. Final update. Hey Reddit. So yeah, I wasn't going to update again, but even now, months after my last post, so many amazing people are asking me for an update. I'm not sure if people will see this, but here we are. Update: after we broke up and my ex found out that I was dating again, he sent tons of passive-aggressive gifts to me. He posted about one here saying that it was my favorite book. No. Loving your spouse when you feel like walking away was not on my read list. Anyway, here's what happened. About a month ago, I found out that my ex has a new girlfriend. I was honestly kind of relieved. I kind of thought maybe he'd finally leave me alone. Yeah, no. About a month ago, I started getting DMs from this one girl. Stuff like, "You're pathetic. No wonder he's happier now. And he told me what you did to him." Obviously, I blocked her, but for every account I blocked, there were two more ready to come at me. I eventually had to make my social media private. About 2 weeks later, I was out on a date when my ex and his new girlfriend just so happened to show up at the same place. He made a scene, loudly accusing me of stalking him. I was literally eating dinner in a public restaurant. His girlfriend filmed it and posted it on TikTok with some caption about that crazy ex. Me. Yeah, me. I'm the crazy ex, guys. It blew up more than I ever expected. Not like millions of views, but enough that people I knew started sending me the video, asking if it was me. Random strangers commented about how I'm a home wrecker without even knowing the situation. I'm so exhausted of everything. I want to move far away and get out, but my job doesn't allow for that. I'm really so done with him. I'm in the process of getting a restraining order now. I know this isn't the update y'all probably wanted. Sorry. That's so wild. The top comment says, well, now you can take the TikTok footage and all the text and file a restraining order. Yeah. The second top comment says, I know it doesn't feel like it, but ignoring them is the best revenge. I almost feel like this girl's not really his girlfriend, but somebody that he knows who's willing to help try to bait you. Yeah, I wonder. Get the restraining order and never speak to them. It'll bother them the most. And eventually they'll stop simply because they aren't being fed any drama. All the best to OP, and let me know what you think in the comments, everybody. When I found this story and I saw all the updates, I knew it was too wild to not read in a video. Just a short episode today. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.